This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. The High Desert Yardbirds enter the post-All-Star game stretch with 25 regular season games remaining, holding a 5-game lead in the Pecos League Pacific Division. All-Star catcher Danny Kerr has the highest batting average on the Yardbirds, .464, while splitting behind the plate chores with fellow catchers Aiden Brook and occasionally Eddie Millian. The 23-year-old Danny Kerr appeared in 22 of High Desert's first 39 games. Leadoff hitter Derek Reddy is the Yardbirds' leading hitter among day-in and day-out starters. The team's elder statesman, at 26, has played in all 39 games. Derek Reddy is hitting .368 and also leads the team in runs scored and stolen bases. The Killer D's and Ducks on the Pond Dynasty frontman has 34 stolen bases in 35 attempts. Jacob Rosales is expected to be on the mound when High Desert hosts Tucson in their first post-All-Star break contest. The 23-year-old from Stockton seeks to become the Pecos League's first 7-game winner. Jacob Rosales leads High Desert in strikeouts, 69 in 51-plus innings. Fellow 6-game winner and Pecos League All-Star Colton Draney is also expected to make his next start in the 2-game home field set against the Tucson Seguros. One very valuable addition to the Yardbirds pitching staff is John Schultz, the 6'2 southpaw who pitched at Carlsbad High School and started the season here with High Desert. The 23-year-old explains his leave of absence in mid-June.
Well, I had to go back up to school. I went to a school called Oregon Tech up in Southern Oregon, and we're on the quarter system, so I had to finish up and graduate.
Where have you pitched in the past? Tell us where you played ball.
Well, started off, went to Carlsbad High, pitched there, and then Oregon Institute of Technology, and that's where I was a starter. And then here I'm a pen guy. I'm the only lefty out of the pen.
One of the outstanding young pitchers from this area, Granite Hills High School, Brendan Rodriguez, had the opportunity to visit with you. Any specific advice that you?
I think what I told Brandon, what I tell a lot of guys is, baseball is one of those things where you don't get any better sitting on your butt. Working hard every day, getting in the gym, hitting the mound, getting your repetitions in, your bullpens, lifting every day. There's always something you can be doing. And if you really love it, there's opportunities out there. Obviously the Pecos League isn't the most flash of any league out there, the most resources, but if you love the game, there's always something out there where you can just play the game you love.
Midway's action highlights and sound bites, brought to you by Midway Home Solutions. Midway features a huge selection of kitchen appliances, home and laundry appliances, electronics, furniture, and mattresses. Midway Home Solutions. Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Drive. Bid fast and last, world-class auctioneers, family-owned and operated liquidation experts. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville, providing highest quality home appliances at discount prices for 6 decades. Valu Quality Truck Body, family-owned and operated since 1954. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Desert High Transportation, reliable and dependable non-emergency transportation for ambulatory and wheelchair passengers. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting High Desert teams, athletes, and sports programs. This video sports flashback takes us back to 2014, a Mavericks Roundup segment when Jason Vargas was pitching for the Seattle Mariners. The segment is called Catching Hell and includes an interview with Mariners catching coach Dan Wilson, who praises Jason Vargas's pitching style.
Thank you, Ernie Escalera. On this Mavericks Roundup, we have action highlights, player profiles, and a surprise or two you may not believe.
Catcher Trevor Coleman, the 23-year-old switch-hitting catcher out of Dripping Springs, Texas, and the University of Missouri, is hitting .419 in his last 10 games. Early in the campaign, Seattle Mariners roving instructor and former Major League All-Star catcher Dan Wilson worked with Mavericks catchers.
What do you look for, or what do you tell the catchers when you come and see them at this level and any level? One thing first and foremost, or does it vary one from the next?
Well, I mean, obviously some guys have different things they need to work on. And I think the thing that I look at really is what kind of arm he has, obviously, but it really is his feet. His feet will tell the story, and how quick his feet are, how well he can use them. There's a lot of aspects to catching. You know, throwing runners out is one, blocking the ball is another, and if he has quick feet and really is agile, that's a guy that you can work with and can improve his game. The other thing we look for is how he handles a pitching staff, and really in my mind, as a catcher, that's your main priority, your number one priority is how do you handle pitchers, how do you handle your pitching staff, how do you call a ball game. And that mental side of catching is very, very important, and he needs to be the quarterback, the team leader out there, and you look for that quality in a catcher.
The pride of the Victor Valley, Seattle Mariners starting pitcher Jason Vargas is having an outstanding season. Turns out Vargas is serving as a role model for young Mavericks prospects.
Well, I think, you know, I've had a chance to talk with some of the pitchers here. One of the things we talk about a lot is really the goal of pitching is location and changing speeds. And when I look at a guy like Jason Vargas, I used him as an example earlier today actually with a lot of these young pitchers, is he's a guy who's really perfected changing speeds and having some good location. And you know a guy like Jason doesn't get there without working hard and trying to perfect his craft, but he's done that. I mean, he can locate his fastball on both sides of the plate. He's very good about changing speeds. Uses a little bit of a cutter to stay inside on the right-handers. I mean, he's figured out how to do it, and I've had a chance a couple of times to do some TV and radio during Jason's outings, and it's just really fun for me, being a former catcher, to watch him, because he's really has learned how to do it and how to do it very successfully.
Saturday night, July 14th, is Cancer Awareness
Don't
Night.
forget this Saturday night, 7th annual Cancer Awareness Night, where the players are going to be wearing these special jerseys out on the field, and you can bid on them up on the concourse Saturday night to take these jerseys right off the
Now
players.
we flash back to 2015, and this feature on Mavericks All-Star catcher Jose Trevino, projected to be 2019's starting catcher for the Texas Rangers. Major League Baseball's Baseball America Top 10 Prospects list for the Texas Rangers minor league system has current Mavericks catcher Jose Trevino penciled in as the Major League Rangers starting catcher in 2019. The 23-year-old Trevino is a California League All-Star. He was a 6th-round selection by the Texas Rangers in the 2014 draft out of Oral Roberts University. Out of Corpus Christi, Texas, Jose Trevino tied the Texas state record for home runs with 25 his senior year at John Paul II High School. Jose Trevino started the second half of the Cal League campaign with a 12-game hitting streak.
Now we're a few games into the second half. What is the mindset?
You know, just handling what we can handle. Just keep getting better every day. I mean, that's pretty much our goal. I mean, everybody's goal is to play in the big leagues, so in order for us to do that, we got to get better every day.
Is it a mixed feeling? I mean, would you like to be here in September for the playoffs, or is everyone's goal to say, hey, you know what, I can't wait for that call to be advanced?
No, I mean, I'd love to win, so anywhere I can win, I'd love to be. So, a great group of guys right here, and I love to be with them. They're awesome. So.
What message do you have to some of the younger players? You're a youngster yourself, but some of the youngsters players. We are not even into the dog days of August. There is a lot of the toughest part of the season yet ahead.
I think it's all mental, to tell you the truth. I mean, once you get into those dog days, last year, knowing my first year, but it was all mental. It was a battle. It was a boxing match.
Wow.
It was who's going to give in first, who has better stuff, who's better mentally. So,
does that really apply to pitchers in that you've got to be encouraging and let these guys trust in you? You know, you've got a runner on third. Trust me, throw that breaking pitch, I'll block it.
Yeah, no, I try to get that in their heads every game. You know, just don't be afraid to throw anything. See, I block it. I don't mind it being on. Like me, if I miss it, it's on me. Like, go ahead. Like, it's okay. Like, I don't mind it being on me if that tying run comes in and scores from third base because I missed the block. But the thing is, I try not to let it happen. I try to prepare myself so that when that time comes, it's not a big deal. I just get there and do what I have to do.
Congratulations on the All-Star experience. Tell us about the All-Star experience.
It was great. It was fun. San Diego was awesome. Seeing DeMerit hit a couple home runs off the big low was awesome too. I had a couple buddies that I knew from the other teams also was pretty awesome. But overall, it was a great time. Xavier Nady was one of the best guys that you could be around. He's an amazing guy. The whole Lake Elsinore staff was amazing too. So it was a good time being with all those great players.
You have consistently probably improved week in, week out, or stayed consistent as much as anybody else. What's the secret? I mean, you're not a streak hitter, but you've got one going right now.
Just going out there and, you know, just playing the game, preparing myself to play every day, staying locked in mentally every pitch, don't take a pitch off. You know, like I said before, just staying strong mentally over the pitcher. That's it.
Do you lead the league in bloop singles?
I don't know. I'll take it, though. I mean, I'll take 150 of them if they come like that.
Well, what really impressed me, you had a pop-up to short center. It fell, and you were on second base. You do lead the league in hustle.
I will make sure I do that for sure. I don't want to give in to anything. So anytime I get a chance to get an extra base or anything, I'm going to do it.
Break us down on some of these pitchers. Cole Wiper came through with a huge stopper performance in stopping a 4-game skid. And when he's on, what do we see?
You're going to see his power fastball there. His breaking ball is going to be there. His changeup's going to be there too. He's a great pitcher. He's going to be a great pitcher in the future. I feel like lets his stuff work and just goes out there and takes over the game. He has a chance to shut down some really good teams.
24-year-old Adam Quintana pitches closer to home than any other high desert pitcher. Adam Quintana is from Fontana. The 6'2", 225-pound Quintana attended San Bernardino's San Gorgonio High School.
Adam has at times looked like the ace of the staff. What's Adam got?
Some angle on his fastball, man. I mean, some guys are like, dude, where's that ball coming from? That coming from the skies? He stays consistent with his fastball and his curveball. He's going to be all right. His changeup's always going to be there. So I feel like Adam is a good piece for us.
When Adam is on, what do we expect to see from you as a starting pitcher out on the mound?
Just trying to throw strikes, using all my off speed early and try to get hitters off their timing and stuff like that.
Is that an answer to the question as to what you are working on most? Is the off-speed pitch the hardest to try to master?
Yeah, my curveball has been a little shaky here and there, but definitely working on it, trying to throw strikes with it more.
You're involved in a 6-man rotation, which is a little unusual. At least you do know when you're going to throw. Advantages and disadvantages of a 6-man rotation?
Advantages, you have one more day to work on more stuff that you need to work on. And just having a good routine in between your starts.
What is your routine? What do you do on day 2, 3, 4, and 5 leading up to your next start?
Usually the day after I throw, I just take it easy. Maybe depending on how my arm's feeling. If I'm feeling okay, I'll just go ahead and throw like 90 feet. And then day 3 is usually when I throw my side. So, and then day 4, depending on how my arm is after my side, if I feel good, then I'll stretch it out a little bit. And then usually the day before I throw, I kind of just relax and try not to do too much.
Traditionally, baseball pitchers in major league organizations and minor league organizations used to run the daylights out of pitchers. Running was part of the routine. Is that one of the things the Texas Rangers do?
Yes, of course. I usually do my long distance run right after I throw. And then after the days, I kind of just ease on into going into a 60-yard run or 30-yard, just depending on how my body is.
Adam Quintana was named the Heart of America Athletic Conference 2015 Pitcher of the Year in his only season at Peru State College in Nebraska. This is his second season of pro ball.
Adam, how would you define or describe the difference between commanding your pitches and having control?
Controlling, I feel like you're able to throw it in the general area, and commanding is throwing it exactly where you want it and how you want to throw it and mixing it up like that.
And at any count, probably.
Yes, at any count, of course.
What's the mindset of this team? I mean, it was tremendous. It was huge winning the first half. Takes all the pressure off. What's the mindset of this team as we get started with the second half?
We got to repeat what we did on the first half. Keep playing hard and just trying to win games.
You are closer to home than any of the other Mavericks. Advantage? I mean, do you have a cheering section each time you're out there?
Oh, yeah, of course. I always have my family. I have a big family, so they always try to make it when they can.
Thanks for these comments, Adam. Good luck on your next start.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, nice job. Ariel Jurado, probably right now the ace of the staff. You pretty much know what to expect when he's out there.
I love catching the kid, man. He's still young, still got a lot to learn as well, all of us, but I feel like he's one of the better guys on the staff that you know what you're going to get out of him consistently. You're going to get the 5 innings. You're going to get him to compete. Just that's all he needs to do is compete, and if his stuff's not working that day, he'll find a way. That's what's good about Jurado. He's a really good pitcher, really bright future.
The latest addition to the Mavericks starting rotation is Tyler Davis, who made his first Mavericks start May 20th against Lancaster, striking out 10 in 5 innings. Tyler Davis is 23, selected by the Texas Rangers in the 23rd round, 2015.
Tell us about him.
He's going to locate on you. No matter where it's at, he's going to locate on you. And if he's not locating, he's going to find a way to get you out. He competes. I mean, I can't say enough about Davis, man. A really good pitcher, really fun to work with too. Love catching him.
You've got a lot of talent coming out of the bullpen and a huge save. I mean, when you win one-run ball games, big defensive play. A thing that runs through my mind is the double play you got when there was interference on you trying to make the throw. So some breaks getting out of innings, but the relief pitchers and the closers actually have really done their job.
Yeah, no, they've been really good. You know, just trying to stay on them one pitch at a time. It's on their time. It's no rush when we get to those later innings. So it's all about them at that point, you know, and trying to slow things down and take it one pitch at a time is what's best, is what they're going to do.
I know Hojo had a visit with all of the players, had a meeting leading up to the end of the first half, and I think there were about 11 games to go, and things obviously turned out real well. Has he addressed anything as a team, similar type of meeting? I mean, you guys had some rough spots, and the 4 in a row with a loss. Was that within the team to take care of that, or were you, did he address it?
It was just us. I mean, we were out there, we were playing well. It just, the ball didn't roll our way. It's baseball, you know, and I think as we play here at home, we play away, you know, it's just getting to those dog days, like you said before, and just keep going. Try to stay consistent. Come out. If you have 50%, give 50%. If you have 100, give 100, you know. Just keep on giving what you have, and then let everybody else build into that.
Do you have individual goals as we get into the second half of this season, or is everything team-oriented?
Team-oriented. I want to win as much as anybody else. I love winning, and I won't stop loving it. I mean, I love to win, but I know how to lose. So if that makes sense, but I don't like to lose. So hopefully we come out of here with another ring.
I've covered the Mavericks since 1991, the first year they were here. If there's any catcher I would tell young catchers to watch and try to emulate, it is Jose Trevino. What would you tell young ball players who are catchers? What do they need to do? What do they need to learn? And any advice to them?
It's a given position. It's not about us. It's about the guy on the mound. It's about your teammates. It's about taking care of everybody else. And then when the time comes for you to shine, block a ball in the dirt, throw somebody out, you do it. And you do it as much as you can, because you got to be tough back there. I mean, you're going to get beat up. You're going to have your bumps and your bruises, but you got to remember it's not about you. It's about the guy on the mound, and you give as much as you can to him. You try to keep him as straight as long as possible. But this is, hitting is a whole different thing. It's going to be, you're going to hit. Once your at-bat's over, you get in the dugout. And once you put on that first clip on your catcher's gear, you're a catcher now, and you worry about that.
Thank you for these comments. Excellent interview. Good
Thank
luck
you.
tonight and the rest of the
Appreciate
way.
it. Thank you so much.
Good. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Nice job.
That Baseball America projected Texas Rangers lineup for 2019 has 2016 Mavericks pitcher Luis Ortiz as the number 3 starter. The 20-year-old Ortiz made 6 starts for High Desert in 2016, establishing a .262 earned run average and winning 3 of 5 decisions, striking out 28 in 27 innings. The 6'3", 230-pound Luis Ortiz was a Rangers first-round draft pick out of Sanger, California High School in 2014. 2015 Maverick Lewis Brenson is the projected starting center fielder for the 2019 Rangers. Brenson, now 22, hit .337 with 13 home runs in 54 games with High Desert in 2015. 2015 Mavericks first baseman Ronald Guzman is Baseball America's projected starting first baseman for the Texas Rangers in 2019. Guzman, also currently 22, hit .277 with 9 home runs in 107 games with High Desert in 2015. The High Desert Yardbirds win their 7th straight, sweeping Tucson in a 2-game homestand. This Thursday triumph, the result of a hard-fought, come-from-behind, total team effort. These 2 games were must-win for the visiting Seguras if they hoped to gain ground on the Yardbirds in the Pecos League Pacific Division standings. There were many instances of very good baseball played by both teams, as Tucson comes in highly motivated and bent on putting a dent into High Desert's 5-game lead in the division. The Thirsty Thursday Game 2 highlights include this: Seguras turning a 5-4-3 triple play after opening an early 4-0 lead against the Yardbirds. The Game 2 victory requires a combination of excellent defensive plays by the Yardbirds and slowly but surely timely clutch hitting. The Yardbirds had to overcome recurring bouts of the LOB blues, stranding 8 base runners through innings 4, 5, 6, and 7. The eventual 7-6 win sees 4 different hitters come through with score-tying or Yardbirds take the lead base hits. Oscar Laranaga drives in the first High Desert run, Dylan Farr scoring. Oscar Laranaga, the base hit through the middle. This comes in the 4th. The 24-year-old from Tucson later ties the score in the 7th. After pitcher Colton Draney bounces a ground rule double to lead off the 5th, Derek Reddy punches the hard line drive past diving center fielder Riley Richards, turning it into a stand-up triple. Derek Reddy, remindful of a sprinter dashing the first leg of a sprint medley. How fast is Derek Reddy? Real time from the swing of the bat to hitting third base, 12 seconds. Just when Yardbirds fans think they have seen it all from Derek Reddy, the Killer D's pace setter comes up with something new. This, his first triple of the season. How soon before an inside-the-park home run? The RBI triple pulls High Desert within 2, 4-2 in the 5th. Anytime you win a one-run ball game, many little plays become very big in retrospect. In this case, very big Slayton Vaughn, the 6'8 cleanup hitter, the 2-out single that sends Dylan Farr to third. This becomes huge. Dylan Farr will score the tying run on a balk in the 5th. After Tucson goes back up by 2 in their half of the 7th, it's once again catch-up time for the Yardbirds. Daniel Gardner drops the base hit in front of the center fielder and turns it into a rally-starting double. Stealing second is monumental. Watch what happens. Oscar Laranaga follows, bouncing to ground rule double over the fence down the right field line, enabling Daniel Gardner to cross the plate and pull the Yardbirds within 1, 6-5. Anthony Ward leads off the Yardbirds' half of the decisive 8th, the base hit to right. How appropriate are these comments by Anthony Ward from a much earlier Video Sports interview?
Yeah, we don't want that inconsistency. We're trying to be consistent every inning. So big innings or small innings, we just need runs every inning. So we're just trying to get it done the best way we can.
Anthony Ward will be forced at second when Derek Reddy beats out a double play grounder, but credit High Desert's 9-hole hitter with starting what proves to be the game-winning rally. Dylan Farr comes through yet again, slashing to drive down the line that gets by the Sakura's right fielder. Keep that miscue in mind. Derek Reddy scores easily from first. The score is tied at 6. Dylan Farr credited with a double, advancing to third on the right fielder's error. This seems to happen every time High Desert is in a close game with Tucson. Segura's errors contribute to their downfall. By the way, High Desert error-free this game. Daniel Gardner bounces the base hit up the middle. Dylan Farr scoring easily from third with the game-winning run. High Desert hands Tucson a second straight demoralizing loss, dropping the third-place Segura's 9 games in back of the Yardbirds in the Pacific Division. Let's introduce another Yardbird interviewed way back on opening night right here at Adelanto Stadium. Another player whose base hit tonight became key in the come-from-behind triumph.
Well, who am I talking to?
I'm Slayton Vaughn. I'm from Azle, Texas, which is right outside of Fort Worth. And I play first base for the Yardbirds and hit middle lineup, 4-hole area.
Before?
I've played at 3 schools. I played at North Central Texas College in North Texas, and then I went to Stephen F. Austin, which is in East Texas, and then I also played at Southwest Christian University in Oklahoma City. Honestly, just getting on base, and we've been hitting the ball well. We're looking good all around right now. We've got good pitching. I mean, there's not really any spots I would say we're weak at right now.
Note the solid defense by both first baseman Slayton Vaughn and third baseman Anthony Ward on this not-so-routine play.
Speaking with Anthony Ward, I'm from Fresno, California. I play kind of everywhere and anything, so I'll be starting in right field today. But
Utility?
Yes, sir. I'm a big utility specialist. I like to play a lot of infield, but a lot of outfield is a lot of fun too.
Well, no difference on this infield and outfield.
Man,
on grass.
You're not lying. So it's going to be an interesting field. Definitely an interesting field. Stealing bases is going to be interesting as well.
These action highlights of Yardbirds high-caliber play are presented by Valu Quality Truck Bodies. Valu Quality Truck Bodies, action highlights of High Desert teams, athletes, and sports programs. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Family owned and operated in the High Desert since 1954. Valu Quality Truck Bodies, supporting teams, schools, and athletes throughout the Victor Valley.
Serious legal problem? Don't go it alone. The other guys have attorneys just waiting to blow you away. Contact Iwanzak. Accidental death? Injured on the job? Contact Iwanzak. Business litigation? Vehicle accident? Unlawful detainer? Criminal litigation? Get the proper defense by going on the attack. Iwanzak Law Firm. Trial lawyers for serious problems.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Drive. Bid fast and last, world-class auctioneers, family-owned and operated liquidation experts. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville, providing highest quality home appliances at discount prices for 6 decades. Valu Quality Truck Body, family owned and operated since 1954. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Desert High Transportation, reliable and dependable non-emergency transportation for ambulatory and wheelchair passengers. High Desert Sports Training, providing proven training concepts. Call to schedule a free evaluation. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville, supporting High Desert teams, athletes, and sports programs.